Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to make another video of two products that have sold yesterday, and just wanted to show you one of the items that I recently got at Goodwill, and it had really badly blown batteries. If you follow me on my Instagram, I had a story about this particular remote right here. So let me begin with this remote, guys. So this particular remote is a Yamaha remote. As you can see, it's a model RAV 214, and the battery compartment was really bad when I found it at Goodwill. It was really corroded from blown batteries, and I took the batteries out to make sure those already inserted new batteries. So I took the batteries out, and I wanted to make sure that those springs right here, the ones that you attach the batteries to, over here, and also the pieces, I think this is positive basically, so the metal pieces are all intact. They're not like broken or completely rusted, corroded to the point where they're like falling out, because that's what happens when you have really badly blown batteries. The springs, they usually, if they're like corroded severely, they will just completely break off from its spot. You can fix it, put new springs in there, but it requires a lot of time. So for like, one of those cheap, if it was a cheap remote control, there is no point of even trying to fix those types of things. So this remote actually was kind of decent in terms of price. So it was a good thing. Over here on the exterior, it was clean. I just kind of wiped it a little bit with isopropyl alcohol that I use sometimes, or Goo Gone stuff, and it cleans really good. But it didn't have the issue here on the exterior. So the battery compartment I had to clean with the Goo Gone. I use Goo Gone most of the time. Sometimes I'll use isopropyl, so to clean the the springs and like interior part where the batteries are inserted right here, because the corrosion, it will be like all white in here, because when it blows up or the battery leaks out, this all white stuff is in here, and so you guys resellers have dealt with this particular issue. So anyway, yesterday I cleaned it and inserted new batteries, and as you can see, I'm pushing buttons right now. This is a red light come up, so it's pretty cool. You can do there's a wheel on the side. It selects different menus like DVD menu, DVD, LD, not sure what it is, tape, amplifier, tuner, CD. So yeah, as you can see, the light now, the red light comes up, so the remote is working. I paid $2.11 for it at Goodwill. So this one, the comps are kind of all over the place on this particular model, from like $25 to $40. So they've been sold in the past. So that's a good thing in terms of finding some of those high-end remote controls for good brands. Usually they tend to sell better than if you find one of those DVD player remote controls or Blu-ray players, CD changers. They tend not to bring that much money, but the ones for very good brands, they tend to bring more money. So just make sure you check the battery compartment all the time, because every time I find decent remotes, they always have blown batteries. It's it never happened. I think maybe happened once that there was a remote without any batteries inside, but most of the times they do, and the batteries are either blown or just some, rarely they're just not blown. Let me put it this way, most of the times they're blown. So that takes care of that, guys. And today I wanted to share with you two interesting sales again. Let me begin with this particular one because I just got it this weekend at the church sale. Not church sale, there was a community sale. So this is a Frankie the Fish by Gammy brand. You guys are familiar with Gammy brands. They make those fish heads that you put on the wall and they sing. The head turns. So the thing is, it's an animated fish, as you know. And you put batteries in it and it sings songs and moves the head and tail. So this one was not working properly, and I've been finding those in the past, and it was my mistake. I didn't check if the head moves. So the head's supposed to turn this way when it starts singing, and the mouse starts to move. The mouse moves on this one. I just don't want to turn it on because I think I pulled the batteries out. But the mouse works, moves, but the head, the gear that controls the head to move like this when it starts singing, it's not working. So the head doesn't turn when you turn it on. The sensor works. So when you find those, make sure to test sensor, which is right here, because when you select on the back, there is an option switch right here to do. Here's the sensor option. You can do original, remix, or sensor. So sensor means if someone walks by the fish and you have it on your desk or your wall, it will automatically, the sensor will start working that someone is moving and it will start singing. So that's why this fish was popular, because sometimes you would get scared. You'll just walk and someone, the fish will start singing right near you, like where you walk. So that's why those types of animated fish were popular and still popular right now, especially if you find them new in the box. So anyways, this one, the head didn't turn. So I had to disclose it. And the price, of course, lowers down. Cannot list it anymore as a completely working, product. Had to disclose that it's partially working, that the head doesn't turn when you start playing it, when it starts working. So you have to basically, I disclose that you have to physically move the head like this with your hand. So nobody wants that. But anyway, I listed it, cross-listed it to both eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, and it's sold on Mercari, even in partially working condition, for $20. So Mercari will take out $2.88 fees, and the buyer pays the shipping, so I'll be left with $17.12 minus cost. Unfortunately, I paid $5. Because see, I didn't test it. If I tested this function and saw that it's not turning the head, either I would not have bought it, or I would have paid, of course, much less. I would have told the seller at the community sales that this function doesn't work if they can do better deals than $5, So that's why you have to test those. If I got it for $1, I mean, that would be much better, even in a partially working condition. But yeah, so minus $5 cost, so I'll be left with $12 profit on it, which is still, I got my money back already because I just got it this weekend, so it made some profit. So still, even in the partially working conditions, they sell, but for less money. But if you find them new ones in a box or completely working, singing, gears are all working, the head is turning, the tail is moving, then you can get more money. And the good thing right now in your eBay listings, you can actually, and also I think Poshmark, you can put the video in of how it works, and so the buyer can see it. So that's not bad. Okay, and this particular product or item, also I got at this. Actually, this one I got at the church sale this weekend, and this is turned out to be a rare, precious moments figurine. It's called I've Had the Time of My Life. And you guess, if you are familiar with the movie Dirty Dancing, that's where it came from. That's basically the idea of that figurine from that movie, from Dirty Dancing movie. If you guys watched that movie, I'm pretty sure most of you did. So this particular figurine, funny thing is the church sale, I also posted a video on my Instagram. I got maybe 15 items and I only paid $10 for everything. That was like an amazing deal. That's why you guys, it's actually really good to go to church sales, rummage sales, because most of the time you will just get a bunch of stuff. You can fill up a bunch of bags and just pay like $20 for everything. So I got some items that I thought were kind of decent in terms of bringing decent money. I didn't know about this one, and the good thing, it was intact, even for church sale, because you know how that particular stuff is. Those figurines, they usually either broken or chipped or cracked. So this one was intact. So in terms of rarity, when I checked it, checked sold comps, there was one sold recently for $70 plus shipping. So I listed mine for $129 and it sold within a couple of hours, which makes me think again, I kind of underpriced it. Probably would have listed it for, you know, more money, probably would have sold also, but it doesn't matter. I mean, because I have nothing in it. If you consider the cost of the entire trip to the church sale, this basically is free, or like a couple cents. You can say 10 cents, 20 cents. Let's make it better. 20 cents into this particular figurine and sold for $129 plus $13 shipping. It's not that big, it's like 7 inches tall, but still you have to make sure it's packaged properly, and I usually put those types of things in 2 boxes so they don't get damaged. But it's pretty cool. As you see, precious moments right here. I've had the time of my life, Lionsgate. There's a number 0939A. But yes, if you check comps right now, guys, on this particular figure, you're not gonna find any listed. So that's a good lesson. Because the thing is, since the last one sold for 70, I kind of thought, let's try to sell it for more money, which I know it will sell because there were none listed. But I think it probably would have sold for even more. Anyway, guys, that's basically be it for today's video, and I'll post the sold comps, I mean the solds from my sales on those two things with profit margins, and also I'll show, I mean, the sold comps for this remote right here, and so you guys will see those types of items usually can bring decent money in this one too, if it works. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Please leave comments, subscribe, hit the like button. I'll see you guys on the next video. Stay safe. God bless.